Every day we're surrounded by the idea that if we want something, we have to chase it relentlessly. But what if I told you that the most meaningful things in life, the ones truly destined for us, have a way of coming to us naturally? This isn't just a romantic notion. It's a concept deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy. Today we're going to dive into how shifting from pursuing to attracting can transform our lives and guide us toward our true paths. If you're weary of the endless chase and ready to understand how what is meant for you will find its way to you, you're in the right place. Let's uncover these Stoic principles together and learn how to draw in the life we deserve. If you find value in what we're sharing today, do me a small favor. Hit that subscribe button and stay with us to absorb every bit of wisdom on turning pursuit into attraction. In the rush of daily life, we often push ourselves to the edge in pursuit of our goals. We strategize, plan, and hustle, driving ourselves to exhaustion. But have you ever wondered if there might be a calmer path to achieving your dreams? This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Stoics teach us an empowering lesson: do your best, and then release your attachment to the outcome. It's a simple yet profoundly freeing idea. When we let go, we free ourselves from the anxieties tied to our desires. This doesn't mean we stop caring about our goals or become passive bystanders in our own lives. Instead, it's about putting in our best effort and then stepping back, trusting that we've done all we can and that the universe will take care of the rest. Think of it like planting a seed. You choose a fertile spot, plant it, water it, and then let it be. You don't keep digging it up to see if it's growing. You trust that with the right conditions, it will bloom in its own time. This form of detachment isn't about inaction, it's about focused action. It's about doing your part diligently and then releasing the urge to control every detail of how things unfold. By embracing this Stoic practice, we shift our focus from outcomes, often beyond our control, to actions, which are within our power. This shift not only reduces stress and anxiety, but also increases our overall life satisfaction. When we detach, we create space for creativity and flexibility. We become open to possibilities we might have missed if we were too fixated on a specific result. Moreover, detachment brings peace. When you're not overly attached to the outcome of your actions, setbacks and failures become easier to handle. Each setback is a lesson, not a disaster. This peaceful mindset fosters resilience and a steady commitment to personal excellence, free from the drama of external ups and downs. Have you ever noticed that the things we desire most seem to elude us the more we chase them? It's like trying to catch a butterfly with frantic grabs. The more you reach, the more it slips away. Stoicism teaches us about attraction, but not in the mystical way popular self-help books might suggest. Instead, it's grounded in practical, rational philosophy that aligns us with the natural order of things. According to the Stoics, by aligning our character and actions with virtue and reason, we naturally attract the circumstances and outcomes best suited for us. This Stoic version of the law of attraction is about cultivating an inner magnetism that draws experiences and opportunities toward us. It begins with nurturing virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. When we strive to be the best versions of ourselves, we operate on a higher frequency, and our lives start to reflect these elevated ideals. It's not about forcing outcomes, but creating an environment where desirable results are the most natural conclusion. Think of it this way: if you embody reliability, integrity, and kindness, you'll attract people who value those qualities. Similarly, if you maintain a mindset of abundance and gratitude, more opportunities will come your way. It's not magic. It's a reflection of the principle that like attracts like, but with a Stoic twist: detachment from specific outcomes. While we strive and set intentions, we stay open to the results, trusting that whatever happens is for the best, even if it's not what we originally planned or hoped for. This doesn't mean we don't care about the results, but we're not dependent on them for our happiness or peace of mind. So how can you apply this Stoic approach to attraction in your life? Start by reflecting on the virtues you want to cultivate. Focus on aligning your character with Stoic principles and engage in daily actions that reinforce these values. Watch as your external world begins to mirror your internal state. The key here is consistency and a sincere commitment to living by these principles. Life often feels like a roller coaster, with us being thrown around by the twists and turns of circumstance. But what if I told you there's a way to navigate these waves with grace and even thrive at every turn? This is the essence of the Stoic path to alignment, where every challenge, every twist in your journey is not just a hurdle, but an opportunity to grow. The Stoics have a powerful concept called amor fati, the love of fate. This profound acceptance goes beyond resilience. It's about embracing whatever happens with open arms, trusting that there's a reason for it, and finding ways to use every situation to your advantage. By adopting the Stoic mindset, you position yourself to be uplifted regardless of the circumstances. Imagine seeing each obstacle as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. When you face setbacks, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you ask, "How can this help me grow?" This shift in perspective isn't just optimistic, it's strategic. It leverages the power inherent in every situation to propel you forward. Being uplifted at every turn doesn't mean life stops presenting challenges. It means you develop an unshakable core of inner strength and wisdom that turns every challenge into a lesson and every setback into a setup for a comeback. This is what living in alignment with Stoic principles looks like in action. It's about finding a deep equilibrium within yourself so that external events can't throw you off balance for long. So, how can we begin to live this way? Start by developing a mindset focused on growth and acceptance. Train yourself to see the positives in every situation. When things don't go as expected, instead of getting caught up in frustration or disappointment, search for the silver lining. What lesson can this teach you? How can this experience make you stronger? It's important to remember that this isn't about ignoring your emotions or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about understanding on a deeper level that every experience contributes to your growth in some way. Another crucial element is to practice gratitude regularly. Gratitude helps you stay grounded in the present moment, allowing you to appreciate the here and now, no matter your circumstances. This doesn't mean disregarding the past or future, but it does mean recognizing the present as a source of strength and opportunity. Have you ever paused to question why you desire the things you do? It might seem like a simple question, but it cuts to the core of who we are and what motivates us. Exploring our desires is not just about understanding what we want, but about uncovering the essence of our motivations and aligning them with our true selves. This isn't just abstract philosophy. It's about being honest with ourselves about what drives us. The Stoics emphasized understanding desires, viewing them not as inherently good or bad, but as natural impulses that can guide us if we manage them wisely. According to Stoic philosophy, every desire offers a chance to reflect on our values and the kind of life we want to lead. They prompt us to ask, are these desires steering me toward a more meaningful life? Or are they leading me away from it? The Stoic approach teaches us not to be controlled by our desires, but to examine and understand them. When you feel a strong desire, take a moment to analyze it. Where is it coming from? Is it rooted in a sense of lack, societal pressure, or is it a genuine expression of who you are? It's about digging deeper into the question of, why do I want this, to ensure that your desires serve you rather than the other way around. For example, if you desire success, what's driving that desire? Is it the need for external approval, or is it fueled by a deep passion for what you do? By getting to the heart of our desires, we can align our actions with our truest intentions, leading to a more fulfilling life. The Stoics also remind us that while our desires are important, they shouldn't control us. They advocated for balance, pursuing our desires while remaining unattached to them. This isn't about denying our desires, it's about maintaining the freedom to pursue them without being enslaved by them. It's the difference between owning your desires and being owned by them. So, the next time you find yourself longing for something, use it as an opportunity for introspection. Analyze it, understand its roots, and align it with your Stoic values. This doesn't mean dulling your ambitions or dimming your dreams, quite the opposite. It means pursuing them with wisdom, clarity, and self-awareness. Living within your imagination might sound like something out of a fairy tale, but what if I told you that this Stoic practice could be one of the most practical and transformative tools you have? In the context of Stoicism, imagination isn't about escaping reality. It's about creating a vision that shapes your reality. It's about harnessing the power of your mind to visualize and bring forth the life you truly want. The Stoics understood the immense power of the mind. They believed that our thoughts and perceptions shape our experiences and realities. So, living within your imagination is about deliberately choosing the narratives and visions that fill your mind. It's about consciously shaping your internal dialogue to reflect the life and person you aspire to be. This isn't wishful thinking, it's strategic thinking. Imagine your mind as a workshop, where every thought and visualization is a tool shaping your future. When you consistently envision yourself achieving your goals, overcoming challenges, and living in alignment with your values, you start turning those mental images into reality. It's about aligning your mental and emotional energy with your actions so that your external circumstances begin to mirror your internal state. The Stoic practice of creative manifestation involves more than just daydreaming. It requires disciplined mental training. For instance, if you aspire to be a successful entrepreneur, start by imagining the daily operations of your business, the satisfaction of your clients, and the fulfillment of your ambitions. By vividly picturing these scenarios, you embed these aspirations deep into your subconscious, which then influences your daily decisions and actions. Living within your imagination also means being aware of negative mental patterns that could sabotage your success. Stoicism teaches us to recognize and replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. It's about guarding your mind, ensuring that your imagination remains a space of constructive and positive visions. The beauty of this approach is that it empowers you to become the architect of your fate. Instead of being shaped by external circumstances, you actively shape your path through the power of your imagination. As you do this, you'll find that not only do your actions become more effective, but your reality begins to shift in ways that align with your Stoic journey towards a fulfilling life. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, peace might seem like something that's always just out of reach. But Stoicism teaches that true peace comes from within, not from the external world. It's about cultivating an inner sanctuary that remains undisturbed by what happens outside of us. This doesn't mean ignoring life's realities, it means choosing not to let them dominate our emotional state. It's about finding that calm center within yourself, unaffected by praise or criticism, success or failure. When it comes to letting go, this is where Stoicism truly excels. The Stoics encourage us to practice detachment, not to diminish our experiences or relationships, but to enhance them. By letting go of our tight grip on how things should be, we open ourselves to how things could be. This means accepting both successes and setbacks with grace, understanding that everything is transient, and that clinging too tightly leads to unnecessary suffering. Letting go is really about embracing the flow of life, trusting that each experience has its place and purpose. Trusting in the flow might sound a bit mystical, especially in the context of Stoicism, which is known for its practical philosophy. But even the Stoics acknowledge that many things are beyond our control. Trusting the flow means understanding that while we can control our actions and attitudes, we cannot control the outcomes. It's about doing your best and then stepping back, allowing things to unfold as they will. This trust isn't about passive resignation. It's about engaging with life from a place of confidence and calm. When you combine these three elements, finding peace, letting go, and trusting the flow, you create a powerful framework for living. It's like setting sail on a vast ocean. Your skills and efforts determine your direction, but the wind and waves that move you are beyond your control. By trusting in this flow, you navigate life not with fear or resistance, but with an open heart and a ready smile, adaptable to wherever the journey takes you. Incorporating these practices into your daily life starts with small steps. Begin by noticing moments when you feel tension or resistance. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to too tightly? What can I let go of? Over time, you'll learn to distinguish between what you can change and what you must accept. This builds resilience and a profound sense of peace, anchoring you in the present moment where life actually happens. Now imagine that happiness isn't just the outcome of achieving your desires, but is actually a vital part of making those desires a reality. This is at the heart of the Stoic approach to joyful manifestation. The idea that cultivating a true sense of joy not only enriches your life but also propels you toward your goals. It's a fresh take on the common belief that happiness is something to chase. Instead, Stoicism teaches us that happiness is something we create within ourselves, which then draws the outcomes we want into our lives. The Stoics weren't suggesting we force ourselves to be happy during difficult times or ignore our emotions. Instead, they promoted finding contentment in the present moment, no matter what it brings. This kind of happiness is about stability and resilience, qualities that help you stay positive and hopeful even when life gets tough. So how does this relate to manifestation? When you keep a joyful mindset, you're more likely to face challenges with creativity and enthusiasm rather than fear and resistance. This outlook not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but also makes you more effective. Think about it. When you're happy, you're more engaged, productive, and magnetic to others. This energy feeds back into your efforts, creating a cycle of positivity that attracts opportunities and success your way. But here's the crucial part. Stoic happiness doesn't depend on external circumstances. It comes from being aligned with your values and actions. It's about doing the right thing and finding joy in that, rather than in the potential rewards it might bring. This is important because it means your happiness isn't at the mercy of life's ups and downs. You maintain control over your joy because it's tied to your actions and philosophy, not to the unpredictable outcomes of life. To put this into practice, start by identifying what truly matters to you, what you value most. Then make sure your daily actions align with these values. For example, if you value kindness, find ways to be kind every day. This alignment naturally brings a sense of fulfillment and happiness, which, according to Stoic philosophy, is the most powerful attractor of all. It's also important to practice gratitude. By appreciating what you already have, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's abundant, which in turn attracts even more abundance. Make it a daily habit to reflect on the things you're grateful for, whether big or small. This habit helps you stay grounded and positive, further amplifying the cycle of joyful manifestation. In conclusion, joyful manifestation through Stoicism isn't about forcing happiness or chasing after external rewards. It's about cultivating a deep, resilient joy that arises from living in alignment with your values. This joy not only enhances your life but also acts as a powerful magnet, drawing the outcomes you desire towards you naturally and effortlessly.